All right, guys, what's going on? It's your boy Henry here. I am going to speed run this video because I have already recorded it twice, and it turns out I was connected to the wrong mic, and I was wondering why it was not, like, it just completely took away all my audio quality. So I was like, what the heck is going on? But yeah, here I am, and I'm just going to very quickly go over this video because I don't want to leave you guys hanging, and I am trying to be consistent on this channel because I'm pretty sure that's what's going to bring the people rolling in. All right, so quickly we're going through over SPY, QQQ, Bitcoin, and VIX. Okay, get right into just what we got going on the candlestick. Now, I already looked at this on the patternsite.com, and it is the Marubozu. I think it was called the I can't pronounce that. I don't know. But it is the Marubozu, like what I'm like terrible at pronouncing it. But it does look very similar to this. Other than that, it is a green candle, not a red candle. But if it does, I mean, it's representing the same exact thing, all right? But yeah, continuation, theoretical performance, and tested performance. Continuation 50% of the time, 52%. Just about random, so we're not going to really take it to heart. It doesn't really matter. Then again, going off of the current trade that we got going here on the channel, it doesn't really matter. All right, it doesn't matter. And guys, I got my last entry point, and it looks like so far it was a solid buy. All right, and I did tell you guys my last entry point on the VIX would be when we came down into the zone, and I did. I had one buy over there. I had one buy again here, and like, hey guys, it's another day, another cheaper price on the VIX. I mean, when it goes, it's gonna pay off. Okay, like as long as like we are in, as long as you get in this range. Okay, actually no, not that range. As long as you get in this range and you exit in this range, yeah, you're 100 to 200%. It should be there. All right, so I mean, even though like it is taking longer than expected, no, as long as that happens before September 21st, we are looking solid. Okay, I actually might have just said the wrong expiration, September something. But yeah, okay. So yeah, you got SPY doing this up here, and like I'm gonna say the same thing I've been saying for about a week, 2 weeks, since all the way back here when we formed this bearish divergence right here. And I'll just point out what I'm talking about right there. This is I've been saying the same exact thing. I mean, there's really no way that you can sustain this rally that's happening without you to having your pullback. Like, yeah, you're pushing up to this level right here, and yes, that is the exact level to be watching here on the QQQ, just so you guys know, 429.64. But yeah, I'm gonna pull something up on, or not QQQ, on SPY. I'm gonna pull something up on QQQ that is pretty important as well. It ties into what we got rocking with on SPY right here, and we got the 200 MA coming up. Right, the 200 MA on SPY is like now it's only 1.26% away. Or on QQQ, it is a solid like 4% away, 3.7%. We did rally over the past half hour. All right, but yeah, I mean, hey guys, you had this really bullish catalyst. CPI came in, you finally had your first beat. Like, this is literally what the whole market has been waiting for since this whole downturn here. This is what we've been waiting for to stop the red. All right, you finally got it, and you're up a measly, since that day, okay, you were up a measly 3.5%. okay, I'm just saying, okay, you had like this very bullish day right here. This was an FOMC day, if I am remembering correctly. This was our FOMC. This is where people got extremely bearish or extremely bullish. And I remember Sebastian had us all entering puts, and the next day, like that day, I remember I messaged Sebastian. I was like, dude, what the heck? This is like clear as day. I think the MACD was crossing on the daily chart here. Let's actually just go back and look. Let's just go over here to there. I know I got the MACD on there. Daily time frame. Missed it. Daily time frame. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I remember I messaged Sebastian. I was like, dude, it's so obvious we're about to be going up. Like, it's the MACD is about to cross on the daily chart. Da, 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 da. And he was like, then he called me young Padawan or something like that. It was in relation to Yoda, and he was referring to himself as Yoda. And he was like, you have a lot to learn. And yeah, guys, like, no, like I did. All right, like, it is a consistent learning process. This whole channel, go back on my channel, all right? I did private, like, pretty much everything. Like, this channel has been going on for, like, over a year now. And there was some cringe videos, all right? There's some cringy-ass videos up that I just can't let everyone see right now, all right? But go back, all right? Go back. Go look at my documented TA, all right? Straight up, There's a reason, like, I'm doing the same exact thing every single day on this channel. I am literally just like documenting my progress on chart reading here. All right. Like, there's a reason I do the same thing every day on this channel. All right. And like, it helps me in that way. But like, this is also what's going to help people see that, hey, get rid of all the distractions. Like, it's actually like a lot easier than a lot of people make it sound. All right. Like, if you got certain things happening, just don't go long. You got certain things happening, don't go short. All right. By that I mean your oscillators. You got your oscillators over here in the overbought territory. Why would you be going long? Yes, you would have gained. Okay, you would have gained if you went long any of these times. Okay, like, I'm not denying that. All right, you would have gained a shit ton of money. All right, if you were playing like contracts. All right. But yeah, like, if you want to win consistently, that's not how you're gonna do it. Straight up, like, you could have done that, but like, what if it was like over here and you died and you lost all of your money and you're like, oh, you had one of those gut moments and you're like, oh shit. All right, well, that's what I'm trying to do here on the channel. I'm just trying to stop a lot of those gut moments. I've had some of the gut moments where you just look at your account and you're like, that's minus 10K in a day. And I'm like, oh shit, fuck. And that's the gut moments I'm talking about. Like, those are the things that, like, these are going to produce. All right. Like, you go long at the wrong spot. All right. And you're just patiently waiting. A week goes by and you're like, oh yeah, okay, I'm just waiting, patiently waiting. Yeah, I'm doing what people do who get rich in the stock market. I'm just patiently waiting. All right, and then you patiently wait, and like, say you bought in this big green day, you're like, oh yeah, it looks like we're definitely coming up here at 3:30. Whoa. And then a week goes by and you just die, and you're like, oh, all that fucking waiting for nothing. Oh shit, man, like, it's terrible. Oh, I hate the market. Oh, screw the market. The market's for losing money. Yeah, I'm trying to prevent those gut moments. That's all I'm trying to do here on the channel. I'm trying to make sure, like, these newbie traders out here, like I have been over the past year, are not falling into these traps. Like, this is the market to be learning in. And yeah, I mean, you're not going to learn better in any other market. Like, this is the market of traps. So you need to learn how to avoid the traps in this market. All right, and therefore in any other market you will be perfectly fine. That is how I see it. Like, dude, you learn how to get rich in a bear market, dude, you're gonna be perfectly fine in a bull market. Perfectly fine. No question about it. Look what happened in a damn bull market. Look at this. Look at this. You could have put 100K in the bottom here, and like, any stock, like, let's just look at like what would have happened to, like, even if you bought Carnival March 18th, DCL. You could have even bought Carnival. All right, Carnival, it's like terrible. All right, but look at that. You would have very quickly made $200,000. All right, like, that's what happens when things just start running. This is a sector that, like, was not running. Okay, you look at something like this. This is like how I see it. This is how I think. Excuse me. This is how I think Mara is going to actually be playing out. You look at a sector like like these things. They just kept fucking running. All right, they literally just kept running. Like, you were not cooling off. Okay, once you started, you just started fucking going. Okay, but you fell. What was this? You fell just about 35% there. But then, like, hey guys, look at that. This is what I'm talking about. In a bull market, you just make a ton of money. Okay, and this was like, this isn't like a super long bull market either. That was literally from here to here. I'm talking about, okay, you catch this 08 crash right here, or wherever it is. You catch the 08 crash, wherever it is. Am I, yeah, okay, right here. You catch it, and you just keep going up. And you just keep going up, all right? And you just don't look back. That's 6 years later right here. How far up are you? All right, 6 years later from the 08 crash. You're up 300%. And that, so that's 4x on your money if you were buying just the NASDAQ. Imagine what happened when you bought stocks, all right? So yeah, all right, I don't even know what got me into talking about that, but yeah, that's that. All right, guys, oscillators, they're not looking too hot. I mean, you still got the same exact thing. Yeah, you're hinging up, and I can't say this is a bearish looking candle, and we did just see that the tested performance of this candle was the bullish continuation 52% of the time, but it's pretty much random, and I personally, I don't care. Okay, I know this action is not going to be happening, or it's not going to be going on for much longer. It physically can't sustain itself. Like, it physically cannot sustain itself. Like, that's the only thing that causes the bearish divergences is buyers exhausting. Okay, that is the only thing that would cause a bearish divergence. All right, the same way if you see the bullish divergence, that's indicative of Stellar's exhausting. Okay, so I mean, it only can go on for so long. We did not have a new bearish divergence form on the SPY today. With that, we did not. Nah, no, we didn't. No, we didn't. So that is a first in a few trading sessions. That is first. That's good. Okay, that's good. Did we form a, oh, what do we have here on the hourly chart on the VIX though? So although we did not form the damn bearish divergence on the QQ and SPY on the 1 hour chart, I don't know where this accent came from. All right, although we didn't do that, we did form the damn bullish divergence on the VIX. So the streak has not ended. We continuously form these divergences that suggest the market is moving lower. Okay. And we don't even have the stochastic on. I just realized this is in my old set of tools here. But yeah, I mean, what are we rocking with on the stochastic? I mean, yeah, you got your bullish divergence. All right, your bullish divergence here on the CCI. You got your bullish divergence there. You had your bullish divergence on the MACD. All right, guys. So I guess the streak does continue of bearish, just things that suggest bearish action on the hourly time frame. All right, I guess it does continue, and that is pretty cool. Okay. Now, something I also want to tell everyone, okay, is we can bring up Webull here, and it's because the Webull chart is completely different than the trading view charts. All right, these oscillators are just different. Okay, and guys, you're gonna see a lot of these IPOs. You could play around with them, and I'm not telling anyone to do with their money. Okay, you guys do whatever you want to do with your money. Okay, I'm gonna win. I'm just telling you guys, I am going to be the winner. All right, you guys can win. All right, but I'm just letting you know, amongst the winners, I will be there in the golden realm, whatever we want to call it. All right. So I'm just saying, I do think I am practicing proper trade management. Play these things if you want, but do what I'm doing. All right. Have your like actual play yet. Save thousands for those. All right. But like this one, I threw like just over $100. I got 10 shares of this thing. And yeah, I got fucked. I bought it like $14, and I'm just holding this thing. I don't really care. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, play with these IPOs. Some of them may do a fucking Megal. I told you guys Megal was going to be popping off, but I also told you guys to leave it alone, because what the fuck? What the fuck is this? What is this? What is this? Like, so some of them will do this, okay? And you make quick money, all right? But some of them will do this on the first day, like Forza, okay? And like, there's just no point. Okay, that is what I'm getting at. Yes, they're fun and entertaining to look at, but there's no point. All right, so now let's actually get to the point I am making on the weekly time frame here. All right, look at your CCI. Last time you were up here on the weekly time frame on Webull on your weekly CCI, you were literally at all-time highs. All right, I'm just saying this is where you sold off from when you were at all-time highs. All right, and look at that, guys. Holy shit. You had a cross on the... Fuck you, MACD. Fuck the MACD, guys. This thing is like... terrible signals, guys. Terrible signals. Weekly time frame. You wanted people to go long for 4 weeks just to sell out? Like, dude, what is this? You would have gotten in. It told you... It gave you your first positive signal, 396. Alright, gave you your first negative signal at 380. Screw the weekly MACD, dude. All right, like, so the same time you got your peak here on the CCI, you got your cross, the first week of the cross on the weekly MACD over here. The same time, like, it's not exactly playing out like that, but like, that is funny how the weekly MACD is crossing here while you are deeply overbought over here on the CCI, whereas like this literally kind of happened back here. All right, so I mean, hey guys, this again, something to just keep in the back of your mind. Don't trust this thing. This MACD right here, it's a shit signal. All right, I strongly believe it is a shit signal. Rely on, like, hey, pick your own indicators, but I like the CCI stochastic and the RSI. They're pretty damn fucking reliable. The CCI and stochastic, oh, it's crazy. Okay, crazy how accurate they've been for me. All right, but yeah, just keep in mind, this is literally the like level we sold off on the CCI. Okay, and we didn't sell off back here, but this is where we were peaking on the CCI. All right, and we definitely did sell off from all-time highs after we formed this bearish divergence here on the CCI. So maybe we do form a bearish divergence here on the CCI on the weekly time frame, and maybe we come down. We have like a down week, and then we have an up week, and it makes the higher high, all right, on here, but it makes the lower high on here, and it forms that bearish divergence. And boom, it's going to look something exactly like what we got going on right here where my cursor is, right there at the top. You see the small bearish divergence? That is what I'm looking for. If it is to play out this way, that is exactly what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for some big thing that plays out like this. I'm looking for a smaller, quicker one like that. All right. But at the same time, all right, you got this going on the monthly time frame. Okay. So keep in mind, we did have the bullish engulfing candle last month. And I did predict, okay, going off of that, that suggests this month is going to be green. All right. So this monthly candle is going to be green. So that's why I've been saying, like, any drop, I think it's going to happen quick. I think it's going to reset the oscillators quick. And yeah, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. That is it for the video, guys. It was a little longer than I wanted here. But yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.